They shot lights out from 3 in that one.
Really turning the corner with authority.
Ooh, Phoenix turning the corner. Jalen Green just turned around, knocked it down, and now Plumlee and Adams get locked up with one another. That's the last guy you want. He takes him down. And Plumlee ends up on top of Steven Adams. It's like a sumo wrestling match out there.
Shaking up, those two going at it, and Steven turns. You see that arm locked, and Steven says, I can lock my arms, let me go, get off me. Now I'm not letting you off, and there goes the bear hug, and
both guys, though, ejected from the game.
I'll be honest, you see things like this in practice all the time. That's just old school basketball, man.
Minnesota has 6 turnovers here in the fourth quarter. Christian Braun goes right at Gobert. Oh, what a slam for Christian Braun. And Gobert puts his arm around her shoulder. Westbrook now gets ahead. Christian Braun with one of the dunks of the early season. Oh. And you see Gobert throws him away.
That's not going to do it. That will not get it done. And Portland bouncing back after getting blown out last night. They're going to get this win. Now, Fred VanVleet was just thrown out of the game.
Freddie's got to be careful. Hopefully he didn't make contact with
I
the
hope.
referee.
It's not good.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
Another one.
yeah, 2 offensive fouls on Nurkic. He got his left arm up high against Gafford. Oh, my goodness. Najee Marshall and Yusuf Nurkic, there probably are going to be ejections. There might be a suspension moving forward.
Oh, a slap here.
Then a punch.
And a punch.
And the unfortunate thing is that, I mean, it's in the rule book that any punch is an ejection.
Automatic ejection.
Gotta see what the...
A fight! Amen Thompson, Jalen Green, and Tyler Hero all involved. Madness on the floor here in Houston.
Thompson went after Tyler Hero.
Heat having to be restrained. Hero looks hurt. No, Hero's okay. Wow, watch how it erupts. The bump between Hero and Amen Thompson. And then watch what Thompson does. Whoa! A bizarre finish to this game.
Well, they're going to have to review this. That play right there, the toss.
That's a flagrant 2.
Is absolutely a flagrant 2, and mayhem occurs.
So the final minute of this first half, we've decided nothing. And look at Sengun and Draymond kind of coming together. And Draymond's like, you're not going to bully me. Like, this is my spot. And that's not a good idea. Easy. Now we have a technical foul. Channel this frustration and just have a monster game. He's done it before as Jalen Green misses a free throw. Now the crowd is involved. See, this is the kind of energy you want to feed off of.
Naz Reid lost the handle, stolen. Great defense by Tate. Whitmore blocked by McDaniels. Landale has it, tied up by Reid, snags it away, pushed by Landale. Everyone on their feet. We got a battle.
From Naz, and Naz goes back and tries to get the possession himself. Just playing physical.
Hey, Crunch wants in on it.
So I guess give Atlanta a little bit of credit for getting back.
Oh, 2-man game. Gobert with authority. And now we've got some scuffling going on. Gobert and Okongwu. DiVincenzo disrespected Fontecchio, picks up the offensive foul. And now, again, a shoving match once again. Stewart, it's too bad because he does so many positive things out there.
Ron Holland was a really good high school player. Good fake.
Reed turned the corner and is fouled by Holland.
Man, oh, come on now.
Big time brawl now in the front row.
Gotta stay.
It's going to take a lot to break this up.
You gotta stay out of the crowd. This is not good.
This has been building on the last handful of possessions. Again, just looks like a regular foul by Holland, but Naz Reid
plays under review for an altercation.
wagging his finger. Holland pushing DiVincenzo. And so they get tied up.
When the Euro stepped sharp, who thought he was going right at the basket, to at least get one. Oh, we got Watford and Miles on the far side, and everybody's going over there. You got to keep the guys on the bench. Yeah, got to keep the guys on the bench. Because you get off the bench in a brawl, in a fight, then you get taken out. Obi and Watford and Miles, everybody just needs to calm down. But this is the frustration that's going on here. Look, going toward half court. That starts it. That's a cheap shot. And Miles protects his teammate. And then you see Watford, who's now, that's the second time, now the third time he's hit somebody. So the officials rightfully get him with 2 technicals and an automatic ejection.
They've come all the way back from a 24-point hole.
What is going on here? How is that not a foul on Porter Jr.?
This is on the officials because that should have been called a foul. They let that go. The agitation grew, and Porter was standing over Gobert, who took exception to that. And now we're going to have to go to review for a hostile act.
Trent Jr. is in there escalating.
And the makeup game from January, and a foul on Vanderbilt, who then push. And then look out, look out, look out! Sohan and Vanderbilt. Well, Vando pushed him, then Sohan threw the ball at him. All right, here we go.
That's the first foul. There's the foul.
Right, now
and then there's the push, and there's the throw, and then there's a two-hand shot.
Further review for a player altercation.
I was going to say the foul, then the first push and the throw, they weren't anything, but then Vando went in for more.
Been putting in the work. Alexander Walker over to Reed, loads, fires, no good. Easton the board.
Oh my, oh my. Dylan Brooks is just trying to get into the head.
Crowd rises to his feet.
Fred's got the hot handshake. Bill's been cleaning up.
Another one! No, not this time. And then Brooks ties up Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. Here come both teams. Here comes Rocket security. And we got a scrum in front of the Rocket bench.
I love it. Look at both teams. They're just loving it. Jalen Williams is screaming in there. And those two buddies, so they're having a good time.
Here's look.
Look at this, man. I've been in the weight room. You haven't? Well, I'm taking 2 guys with me, man. How about Dylan Brooks?
So they're going to ultimately look at this, but for me, let's just play on.
They're buddies. They're friends.
There's nothing there.
On the 24-second shot clock.
Looking for Thomas.
And now Finney-Smith and Anunoby. Anunoby at the floor. Here come the Nets coaches, and some of the Knicks coaches off the bench as well.
Finney-Smith was waiting for him to retaliate. See right there? Oh, look at that. That should be a flagrant 2.
Last 3:30 in the third, the turnover. Pardew. That is a
Tough, vicious foul, and Scotty Barnes not liking it. Westbrook, and now Gordon coming over. And the Raptors trying to hold back Gordon.
Okay. Yep.
Edey. Kennard for three. He took the long way home. And Edey and Valanciunas.
JV said, come on, let's play. We'll see what happens here underneath. I think that before the bump there the entire night. You gotta love Bill Kennedy. You gotta love him. We see a little action here.
The Bucks are going to empty their bench. Next whistle is Giannis tripped up. And he does not like what Sohan did, or Castle. It's him and Castle now. Sohan, and the bench has to stay off the floor. Coaches are allowed on. That's been a change this year. They can be peacemakers. Matt Nielsen, Spurs assistant coach, in there.
Sub in the reserves.
Yeah, it wasn't Sohan. Officials are saying everyone can sub in.
Sixers playing with Embiid, boy, right into the chest of Wembanyama. This is an easy call, offensive. And that's going to be the third against Embiid.
Embiid said he didn't even touch him, but from our angle, partner, it looked like there was some contact.
Boy, Wembanyama just hit with a technical, and now he's been ejected. Two technicals, and Embiid is done for the night.
What about you?
I wasn't jockeying for a part. I didn't know you were looking at writing a movie too, but as Dylan Brooks and Kevin Durant get tangled up, and Nick Richards coming in to provide some assistance. And
no, Dylan Brooks is wrong for that.
Dylan just got himself an early technical, and
he should be kicked.
Got to be careful as he
should be kicked. No, that was just silly. I can understand him being physical with KD and trying to send a message. That's fine.
To the basket with a full head of steam.
Beasley's open for the long gun. It's in and out. Rebound, Paul Reed. Back up and in. And Reed and Jordan Clarkson bump. And now Ronald Holland and Clarkson into it a little bit.
George, they're just posing. Now, here's what we might have. We might have something. We might have double tech on Clarkson and Reed.
To be mindful of. This is a really good defensive team in Minnesota, and I think the Mavericks have been a little bit loose with the ball.
Oh, Gafford and Gobert in a slight altercation here. Gafford displeased with something that transpired a moment ago.
I need to be a Grinch here. It's Christmas.
Come on, Daniel. We all got presents, right? Most of us. That precipitated that.
Just got caught up, and Daniel Gafford didn't like it. And they're going to have some words, but it's not. Good job by Spencer Dinwiddie. That's a hold me back thing. Hold me back.
Yeah. Stop me before I get too close.
No good. Offensive rebound. Chris Paul three. Too strong. And now Sohan and McDaniels getting tied up. A scuffle for the second straight night. No one's leaving the bench either way. And they'll settle this down, but...
As Jaren Jackson Jr. so he could go over the top. Green falls down. Here comes Desmond Bane. And a foul's going to be called on Draymond Green. All right, so he thought he was fouled there. Loses his balance. Goes the other way. And the foul on Green.
He's got him by the leg.
Little clamp on that ankle.
Harden with it. Brown will defend. Screen Zubats. Foul right there with Denver having a foul to give. Oh, we got pushing. Oh, we got a shove. And it's right in front of us.
See, if you're Gordon, you don't need it. As valuable as you've been playing.
By the way, this crew, this officiating crew, was in Detroit with us on Thursday and trying to separate the Knicks and Pistons, and now they come into this crucible of emotion.
That's not that hard of a foul by Christian Brown.
Playoff passion, and they have to break up.
I mean, that was the foul they had to give. See, Harden with the shove on Gordon, that's what got him going. This is why Aaron Gordon went ballistic, is because of the shove, push, whatever you want to call it, from Harden. And that happened right in front of us. We've got the best seats in the house.
That's one thing Ime talked about, just making the Warriors pay when they double team Jalen Green. Oh man, it's a foul. Dillon Brooks. Curry is tripped again, and whoa, now Dillon Brooks got up and hit Steph, and Draymond is the big brother. And so you've got a little pushing and shoving, and Steven Adams is going to clean up everything. Well, Dillon Brooks just tried to take the ball from Steph. Now Dillon Brooks and Steph are having words. Steph isn't backing down. Dillon Brooks is one of those players, he'll try to mask his dirty. Probably the best part of last game was when Dillon Brooks fouled out, and Steph is pointing at him, laughing at him, and Dillon Brooks was so salty he went after the ball. Oh, you mad, bro? Yeah, he was mad. He does a lot of other things well, but yeah, when he was looking to cause havoc. He went to get the ball, you had Draymond and Quentin Post saying that's enough.
Giannis is going to take it now. Here's Gary Trent Jr. Lets it fly. And the Pacers are moving on. What a comeback in overtime by Indiana. 119-118. Saw what we just saw. I don't believe this. This is incredible. Wow. Indiana is moving into the second round for the second consecutive season. For the first time since 2011 through 2014, when they did it 3 consecutive times. That is, I've been a part of some crazy endings in games. That is right up there with them. The 8-0 run occurred, Greg, in the last 35 seconds. That is just a shocking way to win and lose a basketball game.
Butler and Dillon Brooks having words. And they are not talking about Christmas cards here. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm loving it.
Well, whatever he said, he got Brooks and stitches. Eason again. We were talking about his coffee. Eason.
Defense is rebounding his energy and
turnover. Green lays it in. And that might just do it.
Draymond Green was not done. He and Fred VanVleet come together. They're jawing right in front of that Rockets bench. And this is what happened. No punches thrown, but bodies started to come in and pushing and shoving.
Well, and that was good, though, that people getting Draymond Green away. He's probably going to end up with a technical here and be ejected.
Turns, shoots. And then it's Key. Misses the layup.
Goodness.
Boy, Dillon Brooks and Spencer mixing it up underneath it. Now Spencer and Şengün. Boy, look out. Jackson Davis shoving Şengün. Officials quickly trying to defuse the situation. That thing was brewing. It started between Spencer and Brooks. And boy, a night that looked like it was going to be a huge blowout. And this thing continues to get interesting here down the stretch. Good, right here, keep your eye on Spencer. The headbutt right there on Şengün.
So New York had a season-low 15 assist, Reg, in Game 2 that they lost. They've got 9 already tonight, trying to really... Oh, here we got some pushing at the other end.
Gotta be
Reed
careful
and
now.
Towns.
If you're Reed, you got to be careful, understanding Stewart is not available tonight. And the Pistons don't have a lot of bigs. This is smart what Towns is doing.
Robinson.
It was Robinson and Reed initially. Don't know what was said or what was going on. That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing.
It's been fun to watch. Carter, kick it out. Caldwell Pope goes to the mid-range. It doesn't work. Contact, and look out. Al Horford took exception. Officials get in between. There were issues in Game 1 between Caldwell Pope and Horford after the hard foul.
Oh, no, well, yeah. You never know what someone's intentions are there, but Al Horford not happy, neither is Jaylen Brown. And physicality of the Magic, that's who they are. That's their identity as a team.
I don't know where Şengün's feet were, but if he caught that in the front court, and now it's going to be...
Offensive foul on Jalen Green. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's...
No, he got him up in the face. Yeah, listen.
Easy call.
And down 11 with a chance to cut the lead to a single digit.
Banchero rises up. Missed it. Pritchard holding his ground. And Porzingis takes a shot from Bate.
And Batase got fouled on that rebound attempt, and you saw him elbow Porzingis.
Ooh, he caught him right in the head. Now Batase right away trying to let Porzingis know that it wasn't intentional, but I mean, you've got blood on the bridge of the nose, and then creeping up the forehead into his crew cut.
Here's your clutch player of the year, the award winner in that category, most points, and he lives up to it. He's got it right now. With a whistle, it's away from the ball, and Towns
and Harris going at it.
Crashing each other, and Duren is involved. This is exactly what we wanted.
No, this is exactly what playoff basketball should be.
And this is a huge win on so many levels for Golden State, because Butler gets to heal an additional 2-3 days. As Jalen Green and Jimmy Butler are having words at the midcourt, circle, and Draymond Green. This is a very pugnacious, feisty Houston Rockets squad. They lean into their identity. It's a reason for their success. And so did Draymond. There's something along the lines like, hey, you don't know me like that.
In all of sports, Wrigley Field. Edwards hits the pass. And James yelling at Gobert. Benny Smith with a little shove. Boy, LeBron James is really hot. Gobert does not seem bothered by any of it.
That should be reviewed as a flagrant, in my opinion.
Now James initiates it with a kind of a shoulder shove,
but that's
above the shoulder.
They were the other night in Game 1 grabbing and holding Curry on every possession.
Making it tough on Curry. Jalen Green knocks the ball out of his hands, forces a jump ball, and Curry not wanting to give up that basketball. Oh, man.
This series is 80s and 90s NBA basketball, BA.
Curry having a hard time out on the perimeter. Şengün got him. Now Green with the strip. And they'll jump it at the center circle.
Off the back iron, Wallace. Jalen Williams on the dive, and look at Pippen. Look out. Oh, boy. The contact from Dort, and Morant is still down. Jaren Jackson drawing it. Dort didn't appreciate. Boy, you don't need much contact when the player is that vulnerable in midair.
He lands right on that left side.
It's the front of that left hip.
Podziemski back on the floor. Let's keep an eye on him. That one, oh, look out. Wow, Butler goes down hard. Thompson comes underneath Butler. He was bumped as well, and Jimmy Butler's legs went right out from under him. Straight contact on the floor.
Listen, this series is incredible as far as the physicality.
Eason will come out on him. Eason. Foul on Draymond Green. The foot remains. The jersey being held. Oh, we've got some more grappling on the floor.
Draymond has to be careful. Remember, he already has that technical foul of when he was trying to get up off the floor here. See, there's nothing here, and his legs just happen to be on the shoulders of Eason. Did you see? And a little bit of kick at the end of that. I hope that was inadvertent right there by Draymond Green.
Great defense by Al Horford, matched up against the young star.
White shakes KCP, and now Carter knocks him off the block. Derek White. And now teams come together here. KCP and Tatum pushing and shoving.
Jamal Mosley out there getting his guys away.
Did not control the environment was his quote. And it says if we need a fight, we'll have to fight.
Just because somebody falls down, it can't be a flagrant foul.
Giannis on the low block posting up. He's just not getting opportunities driving because of the wall defensively that the Pacers have been establishing.
16 points, 10 rebounds for Giannis. Nesmith. And there will be a foul. Kuzma yanked him. And now the officials trying to get in between as the Pacers were going over to help up Nesmith. And again, words exchanged.
It looked like Nesmith got fouled, and Portis, while Nesmith was on the ground, tried to take the ball away from him.
And a foul call. Edwards and James.
So again, this is 2 straight possessions where Ant is just turning up the level of physicality, and this is on the post. Now he's got his numbers. I thought they were going to enter the ball into the post. Some gratuitous.
That's not even the freedom of movement. You know when you're playing against your little brother?
Lauren is back there awaiting a report as Dylan Brooks hits a tough shot. And Green throws an elbow. Post drops Steven Adams.
Now here it is, a battle inside.
Adams hits the deck. Brooks jumps right in Green's way. Yep.
Approaching a minute to go. Doncic hard to the right. From behind.
Yeah, but he was. They're going to take a look at this. This was a
landed awkwardly, and you can see the
hard
result.
shot by Gobert. Oh man. They're going to take a look at this. Well, the more I look at it, that almost looks like a common foul.
Shovels corner. Harris can't hit the 3. And Hart's got the rebound. And Anunoby and Cunningham go down. Foul is called.
A great defensive possession there by Anunoby, taking the challenge as
Hart and Schroeder now get into it. Schroeder thought Hart threw the ball at him. It was actually the official who tossed it.
Hart has the ball.
And he was throwing it at Curtis Blair. Schroeder is throwing at him. We've got a timeout with 4:27 remaining.